What's up, gamers? Today we're checking out this newer free-to-play game by Starry Studio called Once Human. Today we're specifically looking at the base building gameplay and mechanics. I'm going to explain some things briefly and then show you some sped-up base building. This game has a lot going on, being an MMORPG with third and first-person shooting and handheld combat, but the base building is super fun and addicting. As you can see, I'm pretty far along in my build, but am nowhere near perfect. Activating the building controls is pretty smooth, but took time to get used to, like any game. Once in it, you can edit and alter pre-standing structures. Sometimes a bit buggy and choppy, it makes up with its versatility once you get comfortable with how it works. The flight mode is a great touch for getting those hard-to-reach places, maneuvering the base into places that would take a couple jumps or become blocked off. Being able to get an aerial or side view of the larger structure without running 40 feet away from your base lets you see what you need to fix and where you need to fix it. Personally, I like editing with my character, but will be remembering to use the flight mode in later stages of my build. This is the structure catalog menu. It has a handy recent tab that shows all your previous structures for easy reuse. Then it has the facilities. These are the base items that are used to craft and create. And then some options that are beyond me at the moment. Next, from the options wheel, I'll show you how the unlocking of building structures works. The Memetics tab is a point-based unlock system for base upgrades and progression. The first type of upgrades are here in infrastructure, which refers to your base's ability to create things. Next in crafting is where you unlock the abilities to craft different usable items in your base's infrastructures. Logistics is similarly, but seems to be about making your base self-sufficient. Finally, building is the options for the various structures in your base. Now I'll unlock a base item and show you some of the bugs that I've run into. I'm going to try placing the item I unlocked, and this relates to some of the troubleshooting all players that try base building games go through. This structure is too big for any of the places I would normally pick. Meant to be a lookout of sorts, I wanted it at the corners of my base. This is just a normal trial and error stage of base building, as I try to learn what the game allows and what it doesn't. Eventually, I give up and try a smaller structure, which shows the same problems. The structure is oddly shaped, and the system won't let it be placed on the natural ground or created structures. Something to test more. But there's no time to waste. There is a base to build and we need some supplies, so I'll show you the process for gathering material. I picked this location because it was on the side of a hill with a waterfall, but found that there's a spot just to the west with a majority of essential farmable resources. The motorcycle will come in time. Look for Mary in Deadville to begin her questline. Let's go deeper in for more resource clusters. The farming is a basic prompt hold, but the team made some effort with it. The minerals are your basic rock, sulfur, or deposits, but each tree is labeled as different species with different widths and therefore longer farming time. The big banyan trees are the best for me. Each chop will give you enough wood for a single basic wall. That was about 10 basic walls. This is a smaller banyan. This will be about 8 walls. Quadruple time. Let's get this wood farm. At the bottom right of the screen is the quick pick menu. I'm going to switch from my hatchet to my pickaxe to mine minerals so I don't break my hatchet faster. We'll talk about crafting these later. 7 times speed should make this faster. That should do it. Let's head back. Thankfully, your base has a fast travel option. After a quick loading screen, I'm back. But I'll show you the other crafting structures in your base. There's all kind of crafting structures that craft, deconstruct, cook, and smelt like other base building. Ones that make bullets, weapons, refine ores, break down random scrap items for combinable resources. There's a couple storage options, but the larger the better in this game. There is a lot of looting and crafting. Leave a comment if you love resource management in games too. Look at all my junk. The game is generous with the weight system in the backpack. My 600 pounds of ore is only equated to 10 pounds in the backpack. What a deal! This is the resource crafting bench, from everything from bullets to medicine to fishing bait. I prefer that it doesn't spread out the crafting types too much, but it does look like there will be a lot of options by the end. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of Once Human. The following will be sped up gameplay of various base building as I make my base. Even during the day, there's enemies around. Keep your guard up while farming and building. And for my grand finale, I will show you a trick. A daring stunt. Do not try this at home. Thanks for watching.